YouTube, what is up with y'all today? This is Neil Goodfella Neil coming through with another talk video. Now this one is kind of like the hot topic of the moment in the sneaker community, and this is dealing with StockX versus Nike, and Nike actually trying to sue them, or take them to court rather, for using their NFT and all that stuff. I know that's kind of somewhat of a mixed bag with that. The court paper's kind of long, because I know Nike was also claiming that StockX definitely sent them some fakes, and StockX shot back saying, hey, this guy's from your company that bought on here and sold on our platform, and they actually like the fact how we legit check and do all this stuff, right? Now, to be honest with you, I've seen a few sneaker tuber videos who's obviously much bigger than me. I'm strictly authentic and I'm strictly honest, and to me what it seems like, it just seemed like a bunch of sneaker YouTubers kind of, they either was trying to defend sneaker reselling, because people was getting at that in the comments to a lot of their videos too. And then, you know, I'm not gonna mention people's names. I don't want to throw people under the bus as far as sneaker YouTube go, because I don't really dabble in useless sneaker YouTube beef, or any YouTube beef rather. There was, some of them was defending reselling, some of them was actually defending StockX. And by all means, everybody have their own opinion, but it sound kind of biased in a way. And it's like, I don't know if they trying to dick ride StockX just to get a sponsorship or something like that. Like, my thing is just being genuine and honest. You know, that's the only thing you really have with the platform. Whether you got a small following like me, or you got a big following like so-and-so, StockX pride itself on being authentication business, making sure that the sneaker is authentic for the buyer, so they can actually trust and buy from them. Now, we already know how the whole process work, and StockX has done some good as far as the community go like that. I will say, like, I don't think every single last sneaker was like fake. I wouldn't go as far and jump off the bridge like that. And sometimes you can hear it in some heated of people words in the comments. They're mad at resellers, and StockX is the platform for resellers, or a regular person just get on and just flip a kick quick. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but because it's gotten out of hand at one point. But I can't really too much blame StockX. Now, the authentication point, as far as StockX go, I don't know their process and points and all that, so I don't want to throw them under the bus neither, as far as like, you didn't check this and that. Do they use a black light and all, whatever they use, you know, whatever people use to authenticate sneakers now. But if Nike is calling them out on this, that is a big deal, because how you gonna go against the people that literally made you? What I mean by made you, meaning StockX literally made StockX, meaning they're the ones that's actually making the shoe. So obviously they would be able to call this out before you would. Now, allegedly, or I guess, this was from what I've heard or seen, because there's a few articles floating around. They got a fake patent bred one. Nike got that from StockX, and you know, it raised some flags. As far as like dealing with like customer loyalty and stuff like that, I definitely think that's a bit shaky. Now I do see a few low top Air Force Ones constantly selling, but I mean, you can get those anywhere, you know, for the most part. A lot of people in there is for a specialized kind of like kick, something that you can't get at the mall anymore, or something that's a little bit more hyped up. And, you know, that's definitely understandable. So StockX obviously made their whole business based off authentication. And my main point is, even if Nike don't pull their shoes off, and they probably just too much can't, because StockX is like a consignment thing if you really think about it, because they're taking other people's shoes and putting them on there. It can mess with that StockX fan base loyalty to the brand as far as kicks go. And that's what I mean as far as like getting the, you know, just not too many people trusting in, oh, I'm buying these J's from StockX, it might not be real, or these Nikes might not be real. You know, that kind of doubtfulness, you know what I mean? And I seen that StockX dropped a $4.95 transaction fee for buyers or whatever, I guess, to stimulate buying. But overall, I think Nike just want a piece of the NFT process. And I kind of relate that to the MP3 boom in the early 2000s. A lot of record labels slept on MP3s. And it's like, now you look at streaming and MP3s now, even though more people stream now versus MP3s. But if you look at it now and see how big it's gotten versus CDs and stuff like that, I think Nike just trying to get in on it early, especially if it's their own property. Now, the NFT thing, for the record, is still a very new thing, and I think law around it is still new. I think overall, in general, the law is still catching up with the internet in a general sense. I mean, heck, they just did a tax thing in 2013. They just started putting taxes on the internet, meaning like if you sell certain things, you're going to have to pay tax on it. And even state tax recently, which is definitely not really the best to me, because everybody kind of want that flat fee. You know what I mean? I've been on the internet for a long time, guys. I'm quite sure some of you guys have as well. And you guys see the difference, especially if you got state tax. That's crazy. You know what I mean? So if y'all lucky and don't got state tax, good for y'all. But back to my main point at hand. I don't want to rant too much long, because this is just a simple video. But I looked at it like some of these sneaker YouTubers, they wrapped up in reselling as well. So they're going to defend this even indirectly. Now, they're going to come up with some little BS reasons. Oh, yeah, you know, I could go sell this in that place and that place. We'll go sell there. You know what I mean? But some of them still selling through the channel. Some of them, and I'm not hating on the hustle. So, you know, if some going to come in on a parade, because people are going to shoot down, especially if you're a reseller channel too, or somebody that reviews sneakers or hype sneakers that resell and stuff like that. There's multiple channels that's like that. Some people gonna be chewing them out as far as the reselling go. Like, yeah, haha, that's what we get. That's what y'all get. Finally, the game can go back to normal, and we'll be able to obtain our kicks. But some of these sneaker YouTubers, though, guys, I feel like, man, or I'm not even what I feel like, but what it looks like, because I'm not even just based off of what it looked like. I've seen the videos and I've read the comments. It looks like they're trying to defend this in a way, in some kind of way, like either for what I think for either a sponsorship or because they low-key reselling too as well, and that'll hurt their pockets too. Rounding this all off, one, I think Nike, as far as the lawsuit thing go, they might not win as far as court case go. This NFT thing still new. It might be a little dragged out. On the other hand, number two, Nike definitely can damage your reputation if you're selling their product and they saying it's not real. And your business is based off real products and authenticating it for people that's paying top dollar for this stuff. That hurts. StockX did fire back, which is number three. And it's like, yeah, but be realistic. The majority of the customers on StockX and resellers are not Nike employees. It's regular people, and they're entrusted in that company, StockX, to give them a legit product. Number four, choose your sneaker YouTubers wisely, man. I'm all up for both sides of opinion. I'll never get in my emotion, never get in my feelings about nothing. Listen, they content gonna sound kind of funny if they low-key reselling on the side and they use that platform, or they're trying to get a sponsorship and whatever. Now, they can huff and puff. No, I'm not, and I'm da-da-da, and I'm just being this and that. Bullshit. The CPMs for sneaker videos is not that high, meaning no matter how many videos you put out, right? If this was a finance channel, the ads, they would pay more. Long story short, I'm already in digital marketing, guys. The ads would pay more. So being a sneaker YouTuber, that you at the bottom of the lowest, like if they was talking about credit cards, they'd be fine. You know what I mean? They could say, okay, maybe the Capital One deal ain't work out. Maybe I wait for American Express to sponsor and whatever, or Nerd Wallet or whatever, right? I'm just making, you know what I mean? Making this up for example. But since the CPMs are so low and they don't really pay much, and you got to put out helly content to even make a living doing sneaker videos, watch your sneaker YouTubers Some of them got hit motives. Some of them are super real. I like MK the Truth. He's super real. You know what I mean? Go check out his StockX video about the fakes and all that stuff, man. And lastly, they're getting real good. I already did a video on this. Go check out my video as far as like UAs in 2022, guys. Yes. I've been wanting to do a UA video as far as like my talk on it for like the past year and a half, almost 2 years. But I'm happy that one of you guys actually asked me about that. Also got another video request. I also got another video request on doing how I find my sneaker deals as far as like my shoes go, as far as like the kicks, and then how I gain knowledge on it. The knowledge part, not too much information all on like that, you know, just simple research. But as far as finding the deals, it is somewhat of a method to that. You know, just quick, simple, and easy. So I'm gonna try to see what I can do with that, since I know that was requested. So if you guys have any more video requests outside of collection videos, because I'm not doing a collection video anytime soon. I'm super busy right now, and this is a little bit too many kicks to be trying to do a collection video. So rate, comment, and subscribe. I am out.